Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 30th of January 2021. This is my weekly video where I go over all of the charts I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods. So a big welcome to all the new people who have subscribed to the YouTube channel. Just keep in mind, if you do like these videos, guys, please hit the subscribe button or at least hit the like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also, just keeping in mind that all my trades are recorded. These trades are recorded in my Facebook group and my Telegram channel at the time. Then they're recorded on a shared results spreadsheet through Google Drive. Everyone's got access to that if you wish. The link to that is in the description of the video. Like I said, everyone's more than welcome to join any of those groups, Facebook group or the Telegram channels, more than welcome. And and I call these trades live, post the screenshots, discuss the actual setup, etc., and share the screenshots too. They're all kept in a shared folder in the Facebook group also. So everyone's got access to all of that. So let's have a look. Hopefully everyone's weekend's going all right. There's been a lot of stories in the financial markets during the week. Let's have a look at the Word document here. So I'll just bring up this Word document. It just explains what all the different colors and the indicators, etc., are on my charts. You can pause the video, read that, or take a screenshot. Like I always say, if English is not your first language or you don't understand my Australian accent, just slow me down on the video or fast forward me if I'm boring you. So have a read of this. This just explains everything. I do go through it all when I go through the charts, and I'll bring this up at the end again so I can have another read of it. So that's just my Word document on what the charts, everything on the charts represent. Now, let's have a look at that's not it. I was going to have a look for the news. All right, this is just the Forex Factory financial economic calendar, whatever you want to call it. It's the week ahead, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So anything that's highlighted in red is what I'm interested in. So we start on Monday. This is all my local time, Vietnam. So it's 10 p.m. on Monday night for me. So you can see the ISM manufacturing numbers. The big ones, Tuesday early morning for me, Australian interest rate news. So that's the RBA, Royal Bank of Australia. Employment numbers out of New Zealand on early Wednesday morning. And Thursday's a big day. We've got UK interest rate news. So the MPC official bank rate. Official bank rate, here it is here, Great British Pound, so it affects the pound. Then on Friday's a big day, mainly the Canadian employment numbers or unemployment, depends which way you look at it, and also the non-farm payrolls or the US employment or unemployment numbers there. So it's a big week in the news, so be careful, especially around interest rate changes and these employment numbers from the US and Canada, etc. So that's the week ahead in the news. Now we'll go back to the charts, hopefully. All going very slow. I'm not sure what's happening here. All right, this is TradingView. I do all my analysis on TradingView. I take my trades on MT4. TradingView just makes life a little bit easy for me to do these videos, and they're prettier looking charts. No. So, Aussie Swiss. This is my watch list on the right. You can see alphabetical order. These are all the pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame. If it's highlighted in blue, it means there's trades on. No highlight, no trades. Highlighted in yellow means something's happened that I'm going to talk to the Facebook group or Telegram channels about, and I'll discuss in this video. And if it's highlighted in pink, it means something's going to happen on Monday. The good thing about TradingView is that it gives you a bit of a heads up on the weekend. If there's any new trades, etc., I can see them coming on the Friday close because it presents the dots, the QMP filter dots, which is this indicator in here, the green and red dots, or the MACD platinum dots. It presents that on the close on Friday, whereas MT4 and MT5 don't do that. So it's one thing I do like about TradingView. It gives you a bit of a heads up on what's coming. So we'll run through each pair. Now, it looks like a lot of lines on the charts. Back when I first started trading on a lot of these pairs, not when I started trading, I was using my hedging sequence for a lot of trading. So S1 is sequence 1. So that's sequence 1, S2 sequence 2, as per that Word document I put up. So the trades, the sells are designated by the red lines, the buys are by the blue lines. There looks like a lot of trades on, there is. Nowadays, I'm not doing the hedging technique so much unless there's hidden divergence. So you'll see a few pairs that will still have the hedging technique, but nothing like going back. You'll see a few pairs like this one, the Aussie USD, maybe Euro AUD, a couple others, GPNZ, NZ USD, USD Swiss franc. You'll see they've got all old hedging sequences. Don't worry about them too much. Just worry about what's happening on the right side of the chart, unless you're actually following my hedging. So let's look at the most recent trade. This big yellow line down here is my overall break even for all trades, all right? So that's all trades on the chart. You can see my notes on the chart. You can slow the video down and read it. Profit to date, when you see $817.72, that's how much I've made on this particular pair, and that's all based on a 0.02 base lot, 20 cents a pip. So it's a fair bit of profit there. It's not a pair I like trading. My last trade was this sell here. So S2 is this sell. I'll just move this across because it should be on that candle, the red line. Sorry. Yeah, my platform's not running that quick. So just move this line across. So here's the sell in here. The stop in place was up here. I've moved it down because this thing went against me, didn't touch my initial stop up here. You can read the notes, how I've moved it, where the initial stop was, the type of trade it was, high risk, trading into the MAs, regular bearish divergence. So you can see the bearish divergence there, red lines. And then the stop was moved down to this level here because we had a bit of a pullback down. Now we're going back down again. I start drawing these green lines in. I'm looking for potential bullish divergence here. You can see it here. I just draw them in until they're no longer valid, then I delete them. It's just a bit of preparation. So our last trade here, sequence 2 is a sell, stops there. That's the entry point there. We're heading in the right direction, which is good. We're just keeping an eye on it now. Sequence 1, I've just got to try and work my way out of. Add to the profit and hopefully make some. My last trade on the sequence 1 was that 10th sell at 68415, which is pretty much the same as this sell here. So I took 2 trades on there. So for example, if I can get a new buy signal, I close this sell and reverse this sequence here. I know it's a little bit tricky, a little bit confusing, but if you're just new to it, just concentrate on the right edge of the chart and my most recent trades, in this case sequence 2, which is a bread and butter against the trend, higher risk trade. Aussie Japanese Yen. Now I was in a trade here and I've closed out of it. I was in a sell up here. I did take this sell. It went against me. I took a little bit off the table and dropped down. So I'm just watching it now. It's going nowhere fast. The yen pairs have been on the move. All right, Aussie New Zealand. I'm sort of I was in this was a hedge sequence trade. I was in a sell, a buy, then a second sell, and I closed all the trades in this area here. If I just hung on a couple more days, it would have made a lot more profit there. But no trades at the moment, doing all right. It's a pair I don't mind trading. Again, potential bullish divergence lines being on the chart. As soon as this line, I've got my cursor on now, as soon as that drops down below that 0 degrees, then it's no longer valid, get removed. Then I look at potentially one from here down to there, from there up to there sort of thing. So Aussie USD, this is one I've been in I like the Aussie Swiss old sequence from way back. Sequence 1's all the way back here. You'll see the same on the New Zealand, exactly the same. This thing's been going up, up and up and up, and the MACD really has been going down, down, down. So there's a lot of long-term divergence. The funny thing is I tell all my mates I'm shorting the Aussie, but every time I say it, they always go, Jim, what's the Aussie doing? And I go, I've got a bit of a bias I'm trying to get rid of, but I can't seem to shake it. In the meantime, so let's look at sequence 2. It was this sell here, stop and place up here. You can read my notes here. It's a high risk trade, trading into the MAs, regular bearish divergence. So there's your divergence there. Took the sell here. It's just meandered. Now it's starting to pop down a bit again. Break even for Aussie is down here, so it's not that far away at all. 74.20. Price is what? Currently at 76. So a couple hundred pips, which is not that far on the daily chart. It'd be nice to get down there just to clear these old sequences on the Aussie. Made a bit of profit, 1,583, so it's going all right. Sequence 1's the thing that's bugging me because it shouldn't be there. Sequence 2 is good. So you'll see sometimes I make some notes on previous losses. So 22nd December, I did have a go at it. That would have been This one here, this would have been a sequence 2 sell trade in here, and I lost $27. So this is second go at it. The MACD platinum still above the 0 level, so trying to make up a bit of that loss there. In the meantime, we're below the entry point. Big bearish candle on Friday. Hopefully it'll keep on going down. CAD Swiss, yeah. Now, my last trade's this sell here. So look at this pair. It's just a sideways nightmare. Big resistance level up here. Probably extend that along a bit. Yeah, now you'll notice here, every week you see this on my video. This daily sequence 1, you can't see any trades on the chart. Trust me, if you watch these videos, you know where they are. We've got to find them. There they are there. 5 buy trades, way back before COVID. A long time ago. I dropped the ball, as I always say, and for some reason I didn't close out of them. Now I'm paying the price. The good thing, I'm trying to look for the upside. The upside is they're positive swaps. I'm not losing any money on the overnight interest rate. They're actually positive. So I don't know if I'll ever get to them. It's a pair I don't have much success trading, and you can tell by my overall profit there, only $145. So not going that well. Look, I should just close those 5 trades and take the loss on them. It'll be a couple of $1,000, but I've made, I think, 40-odd thousand on the daily chart. So a couple of thousand, just bite the bullet, take the loss. But I'd probably just keep them on there to remind myself that I did stuff up. So in the meantime, we'll look at this on the right side. We took a sell here based on this beautiful sort of, well, not beautiful, but resistance level. MAs are very tight. You can read my notes here. Big resistance level, stop in place. So we went down, started going down nicely. Eventually, now it's bounced straight up again. This pair, it just does my head in. So moving right along. CAD Yen, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. It's highlighted something happened. Looking at my notes, my sell, which was on here, I'd already closed half. Oh no, I hadn't closed half at all. I'd taken a sell there. I tightened up the stop really tight. I'm not sure where I put the stop, and it was stopped out on Friday for a small loss. So I took a small loss. It's a slow moving pair. It doesn't cause me too much grief, hence the low profit overall. So all I did was I stopped out on the sell for a small loss, nothing major. In the meantime, we've got a green dot. I should highlight that. We've got a green dot below the MACD platinum down here. So I put my warning line on. I can probably get rid of that. I've showed you where the sell was. Should just move that line across, shouldn't I? So yeah, that's the if a buy signal presented here, yeah, would I take it? Yeah, I don't know. You're going into this sort of resistance area. I'd probably take it, but I'd have a stop in place. But nothing happening at the moment. Euro Aussie, it's highlighted in pink, means I'm looking at something. Now, all right, again, like the Aussie USD, I've got old sequence 1 trades back here. It's a pair I'm making plenty of profit on, 1,700, so it's not bad. My overall break-even is this yellow line up here. Looks like a long way away, it is, but I've got a bit of profit to play with. We're heading up. Our last trade was a sequence 2. So sequence 2, high risk trade is trading against the trend into the MAs, as you can see my notes here. It's a second go at this buy. I think the first one was 22nd of December. Sounds familiar? In here, had a go at it there. It failed. I lost $32. So this is my second go at it. So it's highlighted in purple. So on Monday, I will close half of this buy trade and probably bring my stop up, depending on where the market opens, probably below this low here. So on Monday, close half of this sequence 2 buy, bring my stop up under there. That should just give me about an overall break even if it gets stopped out. So yeah, just got to try and push this up higher again. Had a nice spike up on Thursday, and it's like a bearish candle that drops straight. I don't know what you call those things, hammers or hangmans or something, I don't know. But yeah, it's going back up in the right direction again. Nice little double bottom here by the looks. So that's what I'm doing on Monday. Euro Cad. What am I doing here? In a buy, going nowhere fast. I took a buy early in the week here. MACD Platinum's getting close to zero level. I thought it was going to pop up nicely after initially going against me, like all my trades do, but now it's dropped down Friday. So we're just above the entry level. Bit of a support level there. Again, read my notes. Euro pound, no trades on, going nowhere fast. Got this big, I think it's a fairly substantial, sort of support level here. It broke through it. It's having a bit of trouble actually going through it. Starting to draw red trend lines in. Potential regular bearish, bullish. I've even got the wrong colours here. Jeez, I'm having a shocker here, aren't I? They should be green, Jim. We're looking at the buys. Oh, Jesus. Saturday morning, lunchtime. All right, they should be buy. So looking for potential buy signal here. Little bit of regular bullish divergence potentially setting up. Haven't got a buy signal yet, so just waiting. The grey line here is a green dot on the MACD Platinum below the zero level. So remember, with the MACD Platinum, I look to buy when it's below the zero level and look to sell when it's above the zero level. So nothing happening on the Euro pound. Euro Yen, I'm pretty sure I'm in a buy here, back here. Went up nicely, went against me, now it's going up nicely. No stop in place because it was based on hidden bullish divergence, as you can see here. Got that one right. Yeah, so at the moment we're at this high, previous high up here. So really on Monday, I should look at closing half of that out and bring the stop up, and I will do that because I'll highlight that. Yeah, the smart thing, it's reached the previous level. Depending on where it opens on Monday, hopefully it'll open around the same price. I'll close half and probably bring my stop up underneath, put a stop in place underneath these lows here. That sounds like a good plan, Jim. Euro New Zealand, nothing happening, no trades on at the moment. This one peeved me. All right, now what happened here was I was in a buy on this first grey line here. Took the buy, had a stop in place down here. I stopped out here by about 5 pips, 4 pips or something stupid. And I thought, and it popped straight back up, mate. One of those ones. So I drew this trend line looking for a potential second entry because the dot's still there, the green dot. There's been no red QMP dot. So we've got this regular bullish divergence. So I thought I'll draw this trend line across the highs here. It popped up through there on Thursday, and I thought, here we go. We're going to look for another second buy. But it went up, and it comes straight back down. It's going nowhere since. So nothing happening at the moment, but I took a loss on the buy there. And you can see it up there, $42. Euro USD, nothing happening. Potential, we're below the zero level. There's potential hidden bullish divergence. We've got this little base now forming. This big number, this green line, anytime you see a green line, it's just a big number. In this case, it's 1.2. So no trades on at the moment, and it's been going sideways for about, each one of them's a day, so 5 days in a week. So it's about 2 weeks worth of sideways crap. Be all right if you're trading the 1 hour chart or something like that, I'm sure, but on the daily, going nowhere. Pound Aussie, this is one I did stuff up. I was in a buy here. I did make some money, but I closed out in this area here, and I'm sort of kicking myself. I've got to show a bit more patience sometimes. The MACD was through the zero level, had this big bearish candle, and I thought, and here we go, someone's banging away. So yeah, that's continued on up, so I probably dropped the ball a bit there. Nice support level down here, and again, trend lines are drawn in for potential divergence, in this case hidden bearish divergence, but nothing yet. Pound Swiss, we've got a big, no trades on at the moment. We've got this big area here where prices bounced off several times. All the price action traders get excited around these levels, as I do. But nothing happening at the moment. I've already drawn a warning line in here. The MACD is above the zero level, looking to sell, but nothing happening. So it just keeps on grinding up. It's power, don't mind trading. Pound Yen, we're in a buy here. Took a couple of hits here on a sell, I'm pretty sure. Took a sell loss here. So I took a fairly big loss, $49. That's a full loss for me. Didn't work out. It was based on regular bearish divergence, but the good thing was I still had this partial buy on, and at the moment, so the buy was taken there, already closed half, moved my stop up there. So I'll just keep on trailing this stop up, and hopefully that'll clean some of this loss away. Power, I don't mind trading the pound yen. So, but this is all very flat in here. This is very flat from the MACD Platinum on this pair, but it's because of all this up and down crap. So, yeah. But the buy's looking good. We're locking in profit. Can't lose on the buy trade. Pound New Zealand. Now, this is one that is causing me some grief. You can see a lot of lines on the chart. I've got 3 sequences at the moment. So you've got these 2 old sequences. The good thing is, profit to date, 9,600. So I'm making lots of money on this pair. Big chunk of my trading, but I've got old sequences that go back a long way. So sequence 1 starts all the way back here. You can see this thing, there's lots of trades on. Don't worry about it too much. If you haven't been following my hedging, then it doesn't really concern you too much. It's up to me to work my way out of it, which I am slowly doing. Let's go to the most recent trade, sequence 3. See my notes here. It's a sell. Now, it didn't really go in my direction at all from the get-go. There's a nice little sort of resistance level up here in the red. It's gone against me. There's my stop. It's gone up close to my stop, and it's eventually coming down on Friday. So it's starting to head in the right direction. The MACD Platinum's above the 0 level, so I am looking to sell. So at least we're heading in the right direction. You can just read the notes on the other 2 sequences. They're both at -26, which means like overall break-evens, which will be, you can't see them, don't worry about them. They're down here somewhere below the fold. As long as I head in that general direction, that's good, because then I'll just get a bit creative with trades. I close, so say for example, this keeps on rolling down. So my last sell on these 2 sequences would have been on this sequence 3 sell trade. So the price keeps on coming down, then I get a buy say signal down here. I close this sell, adds to my profit, then I pivot both of these sequences here. So then we go to the upside. I just keep on adding to this profit. Eventually I might look at it. I've been at overall break even a couple of times. I just didn't close out because of the swap. If I took, say, a $2,000, $3,000 hit, it still leaves me with $6,000 profit, which is not bad. So in the meantime, I'm just trying to work my way at them, just to show you. Pound USD, this is one that is a current sequence that I probably missed the opportunity to get out of break even early on. Now I'm paying for it. Again, this thing's been grinding up, as you can see, but the MACD hasn't really been going anywhere. It's a very flat and ugly MACD Platinum compared to what it normally does. So in the meantime, lots of lines on the charts. Basically, I'm only in the one sequence. It starts here. My last trade was this buy. Have a look at this. Down, up, and look, sideways, bang, bang. It just does get no idea where it's going. The MACD is super flat along the 0 level. At the moment, I'm hedged, so I'm just locking in a loss all these trades here. But profit, 9,000, just over $9,000. So it's not a bad pair. I don't mind trading it. It's just been a bit tough to trade on the daily time frame recently. I'm sure if I was trading the hourly chart, you'd be doing all right. New Zealand Cad, let's see where we're at. We're in a buy here based on hidden bullish divergence, no stop in place. It's popped up nicely. Thursday, I thought, here we go, she's off now. And then on Friday, we've had a bit of a bearish candle. Good profit on this pair. It's a nice slow mover. You can see it just meanders along nicely. It's got a few ugly points in there, but you just look at the MACD and just make the trading decisions on that. Eventually, you'll work your way out of it. New Zealand Cad, New Zealand Yen, no trades on. I did have a buy signal in here. I should move that grey line across. Hang on a sec. All right, yeah, just had to move that grey line across. Yeah, so there's a buy signal in here. There's big numbers here at the 75-cent level and the 70-cent level. I didn't take the buy, sorry. A couple of reasons. One was mainly because of this divergence here. So you got big divergence, regular bearish divergence, and the price didn't really pull back enough, and it's already popping up again, and it didn't come back close enough to the MAs for my liking, even though there's hidden bullish divergence there, which is now, and it's popped up on Friday, and it's probably saying I probably should have taken that buy signal. It was just not a good setup in my eyes, because I was a bit reluctant. At this previous high, at a big number, MACD's not that far below the 0 level. Price didn't come back to the MA, so sometimes you just look at it and go, nah. And it's a pair I don't mind trading, but in the meantime, I'm just giving that a miss, and we'll see. I'll probably regret it, but at the moment, who cares? New Zealand USD, similar to the Aussie USD. If you remember, sequence 1 same as the Aussie, starts all the way back there somewhere on the left of the chart. I won't go back. In the meantime, I've got sequence 2, which was based on hidden divergence also. So this is a, what do you call it? A hedging sequence, which is, I can't shake it out of either. The good thing is, I haven't got far to go. Like the Aussie, there's my overall break even for all the trades. So it's only a couple hundred pips lower, which is not that far on the New Zealand on the daily chart. This yellow dash line here is my break even for sequence 2. You can see it's attached to, so that hasn't got far to go, but it's just going. Like a lot of the USD pairs for a couple of weeks, just going nowhere fast. You think you get excited, it starts to have a few bearish candles like here, like in here, then pops back up, bearish candle, and pops back up, bearish candle, yeah, pops back up now. So, I don't know, it's hard work. In the meantime, we've got a green dot on the MACD platinum below the 0 level, so looking for buys. I've started to draw these trend lines in, looking for potential hidden bullish divergence, but nothing happening at the moment, nothing to get too excited about. Just trying to get down to these yellow lines so I can clear some of these trades. All right, we'll skip the USD Swiss franc like I always do, and we'll go to the USD Yen. I'll show you, this is a sequence trade. This is a sequence of trades. All right, the initial sell was here. You can read my notes. Sequence 1, sell was taken here. MACD platinum above the 0 level, took the sell based on hidden bearish divergence. So I didn't put no stop in place. It's gone against me pretty well from the get-go. Buy signal here. So I've taken a hedge buy. So it's the same size, so I'm locking in a loss between this red line and this blue line. So I can't lose any more money other than on the overnight interest rates, the swap. So there's a sell followed by a buy. In the meantime, MACD platinum, I'm starting to draw these red trend lines in. Potential regular bearish divergence setting up. Potential, not there yet. The next signal on this pair will be a sell. And if I take it, this buy could go on forever. Doesn't matter. The next signal will be a sell. So it's just a matter of waiting for the sell, and I'll go on with a bigger position. It gives me an overall break even, and I'll try to bring up the price down to that. That's all it is. So that's USD Japanese yen. USD Swiss franc. Now this is one pair. It does cause me grief. You'll see a lot of trades on. You know where they start, back to the left there somewhere. Sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3. That's all I've got going at the moment. The good thing is I've got a bit of profit, 7,100. It is causing me grief. I've got this big cluster of trades up here, buys and sells. I'm losing money on the interest rate, overnight interest rate. And I've got a cluster of trades in here and another little cluster of trades in here. At the moment, that's positive 0.26. Sequence 2, 0.26, my break evens. Sequence 3 is hedged, so at least I've got a difference in the sequences. Just gives me a bit more creativity. A lot of trades happening here. I've just got to try and work my way out of them. There's no recent trades on the right-hand side. The last trade was this buy in here for these 3 sequences. You can see the hedge buy, 88680, 88680, 88683. So that was the last trade, the buy, and it is just going, like the Euro USD, it's going nowhere quickly. 2 weeks of absolutely sideways action there. So it's just a matter of trying to get a bit creative, add to this profit on these trades. Eventually I'll have to take the loss or do something. We'll see how we go though. It's a pair I don't particularly like trading, and if I ever get out of it, I will remove it from my watch list. So that's it guys for the trading. Let's bring up that document again if you want to read that, if you're a bit confused. I know there's a lot happening on some of these charts, and a lot of price action traders will be looking at, too much stuff, too much rubbish on the charts. I get that, but I use indicators, and I do look at market structure. My original training was based on WD Gann stuff, the basics, trends, pullbacks, that sort of stuff. So I am aware of it. I just need the dots on the charts to give me in and out of trades, and the MACD Platinum assist with trade management, etc. Sorry, there's probably a bit of background noise. These people in Vietnam never stop working. Getting close to Tet holiday here, which is the Vietnamese New Year, same as the Chinese New Year, same sort of dates, so they're all getting excited for that. In the meantime, thanks for watching my videos, guys. Like I said, subscribe to the channel if you wish, or hit the like button. You're more than welcome to join my Facebook group, etc. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I'll talk to you later. Cheers.